4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Taylor now throwing on 3rd and long. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down in the end zone. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Allen is for his running back, McCoy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. After 1, it's 9-0. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Allen stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down. He finds McCoy. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Hey, Brown 80! 57.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And again, it's Allen. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. They go play action now. Taylor. Allen's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor steps and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. He's got it to Williams. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brings up second and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Taylor. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going deep for and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Lorenzo Alexander coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, right 21.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. White now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. 21. I'm coming. Orbit. You mine. Hey, check it out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor, that's complete. It's Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. Taken down him, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. On the return, it's White. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Singletary again. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Allen hands off to McCoy. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. They will run with Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They go right back to Singletary. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack on first down, Taylor looking left sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, third down here. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ochena Nwosu charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
40, Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
You're not ready.
Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. He's got Allen. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Taylor now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So still lots of work. Comes the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace. On 2nd and 7, Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Go. 58 for Mike, 58.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Allen, the intended receiver. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation,